So I was driving home today and thought about something that I wanted to share. Um, I was about 15. I was just finishing up my sophomore year in high school at Luzinger out here in LA. And my dad tells me that we're moving to Texarkana, Arkansas. I was not happy. Um, I had visited there as a youngster, like real young. And most recently, I think I went the year before, a couple weeks. Wasn't a place that I was trying to live. For one, coming from a big city like LA and going to a small city like Texarkana, which at the time maybe 40, 50,000 people. I didn't really know a lot of people there. I had a few family members there, a couple cousins, uncles, and my grandmother was there, but my whole life had been in LA. And so it was definitely a culture. I was preparing my mind for it to be a culture shock. So I got a job that summer and hoping that I could show my dad and my mom that, hey, I could kind of fend for myself. My grandmother had offered to let me stay with her, but my parents wasn't having it. I worked that summer at Burger King, and the end of August came, and they was like, "Hey, you got to go." And so I fought. I didn't want to go. I thought about leaving, running away, but I had nowhere to go. So just like I said, just growing up out here and knowing that I was going to a little country city where I didn't really know people in the middle of my high school years, like I had already kind of started over at Luzinger where I didn't really know people, but then I got, accustomed to everybody there, made friends on the basketball team, all that. So August comes, like I said, we get on the plane, I land, and instantly it's hot, it's humid. We land like 10 at night. My auntie came and picked us up from the airport, and we were staying at my grandmother's house. And it wasn't fun. I mean, and literally, I got there on a Sunday night, I believe, and the next day I had to go enroll in school. It might have been past August because the school had already started. So all I know is I get we get to the school and everybody's been in school for 2 weeks. So now I'm thinking, not only am I in a new city, but now I'm gonna be behind. And by me being behind, I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, I'm already gonna be looked at as the new kid. I wasn't worried about kind of what people was gonna say, but I didn't really know. So, first class I go into was math class, and I remember meeting. If I'm not mistaken, I call her Nudie, but she don't go. She don't. I'm pretty sure she doesn't go by that name anymore. And I sat behind her, and they was asking, her and a couple other people in there was asking me, where I was from, and all that or whatever. And I told them. It's not the funny part of this story. Well, it's nothing very funny, but I get to my next class, and I believe it's a chemistry class. And so I see these two dudes in there, and they later would turn out to become my brothers. But at the time, I'm California mentality, LA mentality, whatever you want to call it. I thought I was tough, and I was like, I ain't taking nothing from nobody. So these dudes I forgot what they said, but all I know is I told them, man, I'll whoop both of y'all. Now, the likelihood of me probably winning against two dudes, probably none, but I had to at least say it. And so those two dudes was Eric and Chauncey. And they looked at me and was like, man, this dude is crazy. He's suicidal. He in here talking all this noise. I forgot what we was talking about, but whatever it was, I was mad, because I was there in that I had to uproot my life, from LA to Texarkana. And So like the days went on, weeks passed. I eventually, made friends or whatever. And how I did make friends, more friends, was I played on the basketball team, so they had tryouts, whatever, and I got on the team, and dudes, they made fun of the way I talked because my accent was really strong back then, real strong LA accent, but it was all good and fun. Even I met a dude, met Michael Wilbon, who was from Inglewood, who I played against at Lusinger. We played them, 1 year, to which we lost that game too. But um, the point my reason for sharing this story is because at the time, I thought that my life would be over. I thought that, by me moving there, like nothing was gonna work out for me. And I'm not gonna lie, being there those couple years to finish high school, after that, did get in some trouble because I was still thinking I was in LA, and I was not. I was in a city where everybody knew everybody. And so that just didn't work out. So just wanted to share that no matter what the circumstances you may face, you know, we don't ever know what's the reason why we have to face those circumstances. It's just still that we have to make the best decisions possible, because had I made better decisions, I know my life is where it is now, but I might not have had to go through so many bumps and bruises to get where I'm at now. I took the wrong path as a youngster. I mean, the things that I was doing there, they was bad. And, the guys I was hanging with, they wasn't bad guys. We didn't take nothing from nobody. And so when something happened, we always, we just stood up for ourselves all the time. I'm not going to share what those are, but who's ever watching this, I'm pretty sure they could, they have imagination. I just wanted to share that with you. It's crazy, man. This thing don't even work.